Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope you guys are having an excellent day. Welcome back to the channel. If you're brand new to this channel, please consider subscribing, hitting the bell notifications, all that good stuff. However, you guys are here for a brand new drum lesson. In this lesson, we're going to be using the Paradiddle Diddle. Now, we're going to break this down. I'm going to show you how to use it in a groove. I'm going to show you how to use it in fills, etc., etc. However, I have a super important question to ask you guys. For those that follow me, some of you may know that I am expecting my second daughter. However, my wife and I can't seem to come up with a name. So if you have any name suggestions, please put them in the comments below because she will be here this week. And if there's no lesson next week, you know why. So with all that being said, let's get to the lesson. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to break down the Paradiddle Diddle. So let's check out this exercise. In the first measure, we have this rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the second measure is the same exact thing, except that we add a left hand in between. So we have da-ka-da-da, 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 da-ka-da-da. The third measure is the same as the first measure, so we don't have to go over that. But the final measure, we have 3 paradiddle diddles. So you have paradiddle diddle, paradiddle diddle, paradiddle diddle, and then we have a quarter note at the end. The reason why we have a quarter note is because we have to do it on the opposite hand. So I'm a firm believer of playing symmetrical exercises. That way you can develop your dominant hand and also your least dominant hand. Let's hear how this sounds. In example 1, the hands are playing a paradiddle diddle. So if you notice on beats 2 and 4, we're going to move the right hand to the snare drum, and the bass drum is just playing on the downbeat of 1 and on the end of 3. Let's hear how this sounds. In example 2, we're going to continue to play the paradiddle diddle. However, we're going to split the hands. So notice the right hand is on the hi-hat, the left hand is on the snare. That means that all the left hands are going to be soft or ghost noted. The bass drum pattern is where it gets a little tricky. So if you notice, the first 2 beats is pretty basic because you're just playing on the downbeats. However, in beats 3 and 4, things change up. In beats 3 and 4, we're going to be playing on the 3rd partial and the 6th partial of the 6th However, be careful on the turnaround because you have 2 bass drums in a row. Let's hear how this sounds. In example 3, now we're going to play the Paradiddle Diddle as a 30-second note. So if you look at beat 1, we start with a kick, and then we have a 30-second note Paradiddle Diddle. Again, right, left, left, left. In beat 2, we start with a snare drum on the right hand, then we have left, right on the hi-hat, and then we follow that with a left hand back down to the snare drum. In beat 3, we'll continue the alternating 16th notes on the hi-hat, so right, left, but on the end of 3, we're going to add a bass drum. And in beat 4, we'll have a right hand on the snare drum, and then left, left on the hi-hat. Let's hear how this sounds. In example 4, now we're going to play the 30-second note Paradiddle Diddle as a fill. So let's break this down into fragments. So the first fragment, we have a Paradiddle Diddle on the hi-hat, and we also add a bass drum in the beginning of that. Our second fragment is a Paradiddle Diddle, again, all on the snare drum this time, and then we have 4 notes left over, so we should have kick, kick, then right, left on the floor tom, and then we crash with the right hand. Let's hear how this sounds. So here comes the most important part of this video, and that is applying these grooves and fills to actual music. All the music you're about to hear is provided by Epidemic Sound. You can check out the affiliate link below, check it out for 30 days, have fun, and explore. You're also going to hear just 2 musical applications. First musical application will have examples 1 and 2, and the second musical application will have examples 3 and 4. Just keep in mind, you don't have to use the Paradiddle Diddle all the time or these fills all the time. This is just to kind of give you a taste of what you can do. So, viewer discretion. Make sure you use this tastefully and, more importantly, musically. Well, with that being said, that pretty much wraps it up for me. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. For more lesson materials, you can check out my website, carlitomendoza.com. And if you dig what you see on this channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, and I will see you next time.